passing of Chief Justice Rehnquist in 2005 gave President Bush his first opportunity to fill a Supreme Court vacancy with a like-minded conservative. President Bush nominated John Roberts as Chief Justice, and 1 year later nominated outspoken conservative and former Solicitor General Samuel Alito to replace socially liberal Justice Sandra Day O'Connor. Thanks to the replacement of moderate conservative O'Connor with the more conservative Alito, the Roberts Court became more conservative than it was during the Rehnquist era. Although the Roberts Court has been conservative, there have been several salient cases with split decision voting along ideological lines.
One of the first and most significant cases that came out of the Roberts Court actually was the Gonzalez case, which upheld the Partial Birth Abortion Act of 2003. Many saw this as foreshadowing of all the split decision cases that were to come upon this court. And moreover, there were questions of how decisions would be made when highly partisan issues were to come upon the court. And many assumed that there would be a strictly divided court down the middle with a fence-sitter.
Another split decision case was District of Columbia versus Heller. This was the Supreme Court's first in-depth case on the Second Amendment. The Supreme Court found that DC's total ban on handguns in the home was unconstitutional. This case also, for the first time, included handguns under the term arms in the Second Amendment. This case also sets the precedent that the natural right to self-defense in the homes for future cases. This case was also important because it garnered a lot of media attention, and there are over 60 amicus curiae briefs sent to the court.
The widely discussed ruling in D.C. versus Heller helped set the stage for the platform debates between Republicans and Democrats leading up to the 2008 presidential election. Gun violence was becoming talked about more and more in the media, and with elections around the corner, both parties had to choose a candidate that would garner public support.
Citizens United, a conservative nonprofit corporation, released a documentary entitled Hillary, the Movie, which was highly critical of Hillary Clinton, a potential Democratic nominee for the 2008 presidential election. Citizens United feared it faced fines from the FEC for releasing this film and argued that these fines were unconstitutional. Justice Kennedy's majority opinion stated that the relevant code section in the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act was unconstitutional as a whole, because it was an unconstitutional ban on political speech based on the identity of the speaker, in this case, Citizens United, a corporation. The 5-4 decision in Citizens United versus FEC sparked great controversy and was widely opposed among individuals who believe corporations should not be able to buy elections.
Soon after the landmark decision in Citizens United, President Obama nominated Sonia Sotomayor in 2009 to replace David Souter. Sotomayor's nomination politically reflects not only the president who nominated her, but her personal experiences as a Latina woman as well. The addition of a third woman, Elena Kagan, to the Supreme Court 1 year later has similarly led to a more ideologically divided court. The Roberts Court has faced many highly publicized cases in recent years regarding the relationship between personal choices, exercise of religion, and government. In 2014, the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 in favor of Hobby Lobby stores in Hobby Lobby versus Burwell, writing that the Religious Freedom Restoration Act of 1993 allows corporations to deny employees contraceptive health coverage that violated the corporation's religious beliefs. The RFRA was intended to be read as applying to corporations because they are comprised of individuals who use them to achieve desired ends.
In another ideologically divided case, the Supreme Court voted 5-4 in favor of Edith Windsor in United States versus Windsor, citing the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution. The court struck down Section 3 of the Defense of Marriage Act as unconstitutional, which restricted United States federal interpretation of the words marriage and spouse to apply only to heterosexual couples.
The purpose of DOMA, writes Kennedy, is to impose inequality on same-sex couples attempting to gain the same rights as heterosexual couples. The majority of the court drew upon the Constitution, declaring Section 3 of DOMA a deprivation of the liberty of the person protected by the Fifth Amendment. The U.S. versus Windsor decision of 2013 sets the stage for the court as it likely prepares to make a final decision on the issue of same-sex marriage in 2015.